Hello everybody, my name is Rachel and welcome to my channel Kalanati. Today it's time to talk about 2017 reading plans, which should be quick because my aim with 2017 is to simplify things. I have a suspicion that I'm not going to want to futz with many things in 2017, and reading should be simpler than I think I tried to make it in 2016. Not that I'm unhappy with 2016 and my reading and stuff like that, quite the opposite in fact, but I don't feel the need to dwell on my goals from the last year, and in fact I didn't really have goals. In 2015 I was really goal heavy and it started weighing on me by the end of that year. So I corrected myself in 2016. I went with guidelines, which were meant to shape my reading rather than making me quantify everything and constantly track whether I was achieving them or not. I have to look back on my reading this past year and say, am I happy with it? Do I feel like at a gut level I did what I wanted to? And I think the answer is yeah, for the most part, and as much as I can remember these things off the top of my head, which is what, I remember what really mattered to me. So I'm not going to run through all my 2016 guidelines. I think I read a lot of books, I read a lot of short fiction, which was one of the major things I wanted to make time for, and I reread a whole bunch of things, which is also very important to me, and even without trying hard, I barely even tried to reread, and I still reread a ton. I think a lot of it has to do with comfort reading this year, and just being in the mood for it, wanting to revisit old favorites and such. So overall, I feel good about things, and I will crunch numbers and do statistics later when the year is actually over because I enjoy those kind of numbers and looking back on what I achieved that way. But it was nice to not worry about things like average page length and everything this year. I like knowing that in retrospect, but it can stress me out too much during the moment. So with that in mind, that I've done goals, I've done guidelines, and I want to simplify things, I am gonna go short and sweet with 2017. The big thing is that when I relaunched or did the tail end of my Hugo and Nebula Award winners project, I launched that back in September, and it was instantaneously this huge motivation for me to read. It made me really, really excited. So I think that I kind of crave that sort of project where I have a list and I'm going to read those things in a certain amount of time, and it makes me feel like I'm achieving something with my reading that's very, not quantifiable, tangible almost in some way. No, that's not quite right either. It gives me immense satisfaction to do something like the Hugo and Nebula Award winners project, and I am very close to finishing that while I'm filming this right now, so I am looking forward to doing something similar in 2017. And this is the big thing. I'm going to do the same type of project with the Arthur C. Clarke Award winners, which there are about 25 of the 30 that I need to read, which is really stress-free versus reading like 31 in 3 months like I did for this other project. So like 25 in a year, that's really good. I'm already trying to find the books and getting really excited about doing this. Then I have 3 other things which aren't really even goals, they're just changes that I want to make to see how I feel about them in 2017. The first one is I'm pretty much giving up on trying to read all of my unread books. I'm never going to get down to like 5 unread books like I had in 2013. I am not that kind of reader anymore, but what I do want to do is pay more attention to reading books soon after I acquire them, when I'm still excited about them. And I've heard and like watched a lot of videos about people talking about how they achieved 0 by 16 and projects like that, and I've learned about some tips and things that I want to try, so I will probably do more things like the try a chapter tag regularly to bring back the interest I had in books that have been sitting on my shelf for a while, and also focusing more on reading things that I've acquired recently. The next two concern Goodreads. Every year I set my Goodreads challenge to 150 books, and I will do that again in 2017, but I'm going to not set my challenge until later in the year, maybe in like the second quarter of the year. I want to be ignorant for as long as possible about how many books I'm reading or how quickly I'm reading. I don't update my own personal spreadsheet of books I've read that frequently, and I don't mind knowing how many books I read, but I'm curious if this will make me put less pressure on myself to read quantity over quality, which honestly I do a lot in my head. And the other thing is that I have a jumbled assortment of ridiculous and sometimes contradictory criteria for what counts towards my Goodreads goal and what doesn't. The main one is that I count physical novellas as books I've read, but I don't count digital ebook novellas. This annoys me so much. So basically, I am now going to count novellas. If it's marketed or billed or called a novella, I will count it. And I'm going to count fiction magazine issues, because I invest a lot of time in reading those, and many of them are well over 100 pages long anyway, which is sort of, I think, mentally a cutoff point that a lot of people have for what counts as a book on Goodreads. And it's not even necessarily that I want them to count towards the challenge. It's that I want to put a read date on them so that I remember when I read it. And if you put a read date on something, it counts towards your challenge. But making this change will get rid of some of the arbitrariness I have for putting read dates on things. I just don't need this complication anymore. That is it for my 2017 reading plans. Maybe I will do more things later in 2017. I always think of things later that I wish I had done, so I'm kind of leaving room for that too. If you have your own plans, goals, guidelines for your reading in 2017, please share down below in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you again in my next video. Bye.